Sky, do you want to start?
Daniel, just wonder what significance you put on tonight, not just taking another point from Liverpool, but the fact you kept your first clean sheet in the Premier League since the end of August against Newcastle.
Yes, it was always clear that we, as the newly promoted side, would need a special performance today to travel away with points. Especially we played here on New Year's Day. Anfield on New Year's Day is always a special atmosphere. And then to play against the reigning champion, who was back to their best in the last weeks. They've won all their last fixtures, unbeaten since whatever random Champions League game in November. And then to travel without several key players and to show such a performance, also such a resilience and well organized structure against the ball, really good defending behavior, was always clear that there would be many periods during the game where we had to suffer and have to defend really, really well, and Liverpool would have more possession. But we didn't allow them really clear-cut chances, so we allowed them possession more or less in areas when they couldn't hurt us that much. And we had also our periods in the game, especially the beginning of the game. I think after 5 minutes, already 3 corners. Normally you don't get 3 corners within 90 minutes here at Anfield. Also periods during the second half. So we need a really, really balanced performance today. And for that then to return back with a point and with a hard fought. But I think also in the end for us also well-deserved clean sheet is not just good for the table, but also good for the mood in the dressing room, good for the confidence. Also many fringe players today involved, also good for the spirit within the group. So it's definitely a really good day and really good evening for all of us.
Graham?
Daniel, just about those changes that you made, there's always a risk, I suppose, that you might disrupt rhythm or momentum. How pleased are you that players slotted straight in?
Yes, delighted for them, because I was not surprised about their performance. I work with these lads each and every day and I see what they're doing in training. Players like Sebastian Bonneau or JJ, so it's more or less, I was convinced that they have a chance to show such a good performance, but you never have a guarantee, especially for Sebastian, his first game in the starting lineup, and then on New Year's Day here at Anfield against such a good offense, to show such a performance is impressive. But we have a period right now when, first of all, we are without several key players, so it was half-forced. On the other hand, also a period 4 Premier League fixtures within 10 days, and I back my whole group, I back my whole squad. And if I wouldn't do this and wouldn't use the whole squad during such a period, I would never do this. And it was another proof today that we need each and every player and each and every teammate to chip in and to show further on this unity, this togetherness. And for that, definitely impressive performances, individual performances under the circumstances. And yes, a very, very important point and a very important clean sheet for us.
Ethan's yellow, a bit of a sore spot from today?
I have to calm myself down because I'm still struggling to accept this yellow card. When I see in the first half that foul situations against Anton Stach are not giving, and then in this situation there was first of all a clear foul against Isna Badu. We play further on, we lose the ball out of this situation exists, and then more or less whatever instinctive free kick that he gave was a half doubtful handball, but was also never a yellow card. And then out of the scene to give Isna a yellow card for this situation is, I have to be a bit careful, but hard to accept. Jakob Jol got also a yellow card, wherever in the scene. Lots of adversity at the moment. We had to show lots of resilience. Also, don't know where 6 minutes of added time was coming from, and then 6 minutes were over. Liverpool in possession. Yeah, we played further on till we won the ball, want to go for a counter-attack, and then he blew the whistle. Several situations where I'm really struggling to accept today, but the lads concentrated on what they can influence, and this was more or less like their behavior on the pitch. And for that, really, really good. But of course, Easton is our key player. We'll miss him a lot in the upcoming fixture, but we have to find a solution for this as well.
Baron?
Any issues for Sebastian earlier, injury-wise, at the end there?
Both cramps, also a bit understandable after so much workload for Sebastian. His first game in the starting lineup for Ilya, first game since a while. So, and they've invested a lot. Of course, we had to invest a lot today. I hope they can recover quick and well, and we'll see probably some late decisions also for Sunday when we have the earliest possible kickoff straight after breakfast, more or less. wherever this is after late evening kick-off today. So Man United since 2 days already on the sofa. Whatever. So we will find solutions also for this fixture, and at Elland Road, even if the legs will be a bit tired, we also have a chance, and we'll go for it again on Sunday. But I hope that both Sebastian and Ilya are both available.
If the fans could pick one game to win all season, it would be Sundays. So how pleased are you to be taking this kind of form into such a fixture of such significance?
Yes, form momentum is really good, and we know also how much it means for our supporters this game. This is why I'm really a bit annoyed with the fixture list, anyhow, why it is today evening kickoff and then the earliest possible on Sunday, especially once you had 2 away games already with lots of traveling. But again, so it is what it is. We have to accept this. Lots of adversity against us, many key players out, fixture list more or less in favor of Man U. But we still have Elland Road, and we know, so when this place is rocking like no other and everyone is on it, even under this circumstances, we'll have a chance. And we take, of course, the momentum and the confidence and the mood out of the last weeks into this game. But it's also important right now that hopefully no one else gets ill or injured anyhow. So hopefully no other key player will be out. We have to recover smart and quick. There's not much time on the training pitch. The lads have to deliver more or less without really doing something on the training pitch, just with showing some scenes. So it will be tricky, but you're also used to it a little bit from the championship season last season, and for that, hopefully we also will find some good solutions.
Thank you.
Isaac.
Daniel, against the ball was more or less 5-4-1. We spoke before about before this game about pressing. Well, what instructions did you give your players today in terms of nullifying Liverpool's threat?
Yes, don't want to go too much into details, but we choose either to go man-on-man in the high pressing or to sit deep in a 5-4-1. We were rarely in midfield pressing because this is more or less when Liverpool can hurt you with their quality. So we wanted to find a balance to go all in several periods, or to sit really well structured and deep, and then also to close the center to allow them perhaps possession over the wings, but not in areas when they can hurt you close to the goal with little give and goes anyhow, and this was more or less the structure against the ball. So it was a bit like in the high pressing, more or less with 2 strikers sitting deeper, more 5-4-1. We were a bit like a hybrid team today, also in possession, a bit different. So we have to find, we don't have the best individual quality in this league, so for that we have to find some rare solutions and special solutions for each every game, and I'm happy that the lads are living so concentrated and on it at the moment.
On nights like these, do we show why you value character so much when it comes to recruitment? I mean, we've seen in previous weeks that your teams come back from losing positions in games, but tonight was about resilience. So does it sort of underline your philosophy?
Yes, 100%. So if you want to win something in football, like titles, you need this mentality. It's not like always the best football team or the best group of individual players wins. You need a special atmosphere. Everyone here at Anfield knows this, in which periods they win the titles in the Champions League or like the league title. And our title is, during this season, survival. And last year's, no other promoted sides have done this. So it's a bit like a title race. And for that, you need a special mentality, and also this mentality that you overcome also sometimes a poorer result on this level as a promoted side. You will also lose sometimes here and there a game, or there's an unlucky result, and then to keep going and not to lose faith in each other and to stick to each other. And this is what my lads are showing, this resilience, this unity, this mentality. This is really very special for a professional football side, and they deserve lots of praise.
Leo.
Emotionally, Daniel, you can't enjoy this result for too long, can you?
No, sadly not. I would like to have a normal week anyhow, and then I would sit on the sofa with coffee and cake and enjoy it. Sadly, already thinking about, okay, who is really available? What do we do in training tomorrow? Which scenes of Man United do we show? What can we do in terms of team selection? Who will be recovered for Sunday? Thank God we shared the minutes also a little bit on a few positions today, so we have a few more lads who are recovered, but enjoyable it will be to look back on the spirit, because we have an unbelievable amount of games where we stayed unbeaten and showed top performances, but our supporters should enjoy it. They're allowed to have a beer tonight and celebrate New Year's Day. But for us, anyhow, we stay focused and concentrate. Because we want to keep going on Sunday as well.
For the group, sort of coming to one of the powerhouse clubs in the division and getting something with a clean sheet, it's terrific for the confidence, isn't it?
Yes, of course, it was already massive when we had this 3-3 at home at Elland Road against them, but under these circumstances, to reduce them to a clean sheet gives even more confidence, and for that, yeah, definitely not good, just good for the table, but also for the mood and for the confidence, yes.
Anybody else before we move on to Manchester United? No. Thank you.